Hello, my name is Amanda Kimmel, and today I would like to talk to you about the founder of Girl Scouts, Juliette Gordon Lowe. She was born on October 31st, 1860. She was from a family of 6 children, 4 girls, 2 boys. She was quite a tomboy. She went to boarding school in Virginia and did her finishing school in New York City. She married William Lowe on her parents' 29th wedding anniversary on December 21st, 1886. He was quite a wealthy Englishman, and they moved to England after the wedding. She would spend her time divided between England and the United States. On their wedding day, a piece of rice became lodged in her ear, and as a child she lost her hearing in her other ear from a chronic ear infection. When they tried to lodge the grain of rice out of her ear, it ruptured her eardrum, which became infected later, and so she became totally deaf. Juliette Lowe spent several years trying to find something useful to do with her life, and luck would have it she met Sir Robert Bowden Powell on 1911, who is the founder of Boy Scouts. She became interested in the new youth movement. Her original idea for girls was to do what boys were learning to do, such things as knot tying and first aid skills. People thought this was great for the boys to do because this would help them later on with military skills. They thought it was frivolous for girls to learn these ideas. Also, people thought this was just another one of her phases that Juliette was going through. They didn't think she would stick with it, but she was determined she was going to make this work. She was so determined at one time, she sold a strand of her pearls to keep the program funded. A lot of the girls at this time were very poor. They would have to work outside of the home in order to help the family survive. They would work in factories which were terrible working conditions at this time. So Juliette came up with an idea to keep the girls at home, so they decided to raise poultry. And they would raise the poultry and feed it to the nearby hunting lodge to the rich people. And this became quite successful. They also learned how to spin wool, and they sold the wool that they spun. She made her famous phone call to her cousin, Daisy Stocks Gordon, and told her she had something for the girls of Savannah and all of America that she wanted to do. Daisy was the first member of the group. They started the first group in Savannah, Georgia on March 12, 1912. She had 18 girls registered for the troop, and they called themselves Girl Guides. A year later, they changed the name from Girl Guides to Girl Scouts, which is what we commonly know as it today. In developing her movement for all girls, she wanted all girls from different backgrounds to be in her program. She wanted them to learn to be self-reliant and resourceful. She encouraged girls to prepare not only for possible future roles as professional women, but to learn things from the arts and science. Girl Scouting also welcomed girls with disabilities, because you remember she became deaf as a young child and as an adult. It has grown from 18 girls from the original members to over 3.7 million members as of today. Some honors that have been bestowed in her are July 3, 1948, President Harry S. Truman signed a bill and a stamp in honor of her. The stamp was one of the few dedicated to women. During World War II, she had a Liberty ship named in her honor. 1954 in Savannah, Georgia, they named a school in her namesake. On October 28, 1979, Juliette Lowe was inducted to the National Women's Hall of Fame. December 2, 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill to name a federal building in her honor. She was the second woman to have a name named after her, a building. Juliette Gordon got to see her program work for 15 years. Her goal was to keep the program moving even upon her death. She found out she had breast cancer and fought the battle for over 4 years. She kept this a secret from her closest friends. She died on January 17, 1927. As you can see, Girl Scouts has almost been going on now for 100 years. The program started in 1912, and next year, in 2012, will be 100 years for Girl Scouts. So she succeeded in her goal. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.